In this video, we are going to learn how to make an even hem placket. As we know, a placket is an opening or a closure in a garment which helps us to wear or take off a garment. It also adds value to a garment. It also adds decoration via buttons or via its own styling. Even hem placket is the basic most placket and is often seen in children's, women's and men's wear. We see it often in frocks, either at the back or in the front. We see it in women's garments. We see it in men's shirts. Sometimes a variation of it like a tucked placket, but the basis of it all remains as even hem placket. It is called even hem placket because it is evenly hemmed on either side. So left and right side both equally provide for this placket and provide an equal amount of extension for the requisite amount of an overlap so that once buttoned up, the placket does not gape. Let us see what to do with our sizing to make a sample of the even hem placket. The ready sample size is 15 centimeter by 15 centimeter. This is important because when we take a size, we must know that whatever we have to add has to be added beyond this to make the placket. We don't want the garment to become either small or bigger because the placket extensions were either not planned or they were over planned. So let us see the size that we need to cut so that the final size of the sample turns out to be 15 by 15 centimeters. A 15 by 15 centimeter will have to be cut into two pieces because a placket, as we know, is a closure and will require a left and a right side, like it is in a garment, either in the front or in the back, or maybe even at the shoulder. However, a placket requires two pieces that is going to be closed up. So 15 we will divide into 2, that is the width. Length of 15 is not going to be divided in 2. You cut the two pieces which will become 15 divided by 2 equal to 7.5 centimeters. You are going to add a 1.5 centimeter placket extension which will help you in overlapping the piece of left over the right, and you are going to add 3 centimeters of a fold of fabric because no placket is made in a single layer. The fold provides the second layer. It gives stability and it gives strength to the placket. Remember, placket takes some stress when the buttons are put there. This amounts to a total of 12 centimeters. So we are going to cut two pieces which are going to be 12 centimeters each in width and 15 centimeters in length. When we talk 15 centimeters in length, we actually require to have this 15 centimeters taken along the selvage, or as we call it, on a straight grain. If we look at this diagram, here is the width of 7.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter has been added as extension. 3 centimeter has been taken as the fold. If you look here, it's written selvage. That means the edge that we are going to take of the placket is going to be on a selvage on both sides. This is the right side piece and this is the left side piece, and we work all our measurements on the wrong side. The center of the line, the center line in the fold is also called the buttoning line or the center placket line. Once the placket is folded on its fold line, the center fold line and the extension both require to be in congruence with one another. When these two pieces are finally folded in and brought together, the placket looks something like this. The 3 centimeter has been folded backwards, that is to the inner side. You can now see that this is the right side. Earlier we were working on wrong side and wrong side. So this is the left and this is the right. Both sides 3 centimeter has been folded in. 1.5 placket extension The center line of left side and center line of right side are coinciding with one another, and buttonhole are going to be fixed over this. In a women's garment, the placket right side of the garment is overlapped onto the left side. In children's garments as well, in women's and girls' garments, it's right side on left in wearing. Whether it's a front placket or a back placket, it will always be right side overlapping the left side. But in men's garments or boys' garments, it is the left side over the right side. And in unisex garments, as it's a man's world, the left side comes over the right side. For cutting of the sample, we will require to consult this diagram that we have. We will cut a sample which is 12 centimeters in width here and 15 centimeters in length. We are marking the same lines, one at 3 centimeters from the selvage. You can see both the pieces are on selvage. We are going to mark 3 centimeters of placket fold and 1.5 centimeter of placket extension. We will mark the grain line and we will call this the wrong side. We are going to transfer the same lines onto the second piece as well. It's a good idea to pin this up so that it does not move away. You can mark the second side, the underside, by using a carbon paper or by using a tracing wheel or by making a notch like I have made over here. This notch transfers the wedge to the other side and we are able to get the line through this wedge on the other side. Again, you can see a WS has been marked, which means this is the wrong side, and a grain line has been marked. Both the placket pieces are going to be folded to their respective sides like this and ironed. Once this is ironed to its respective sides, you know that there is 1.5 centimeter extension in the center, which we had marked on paper as well. So the left side is going to be placed on the right side. I'm going to place it like this. I'll call this the right, I'll call this the left. There is a grain line here too, though it is there on the wrong side already. The placket extension you can see is like this. The center of the placket is here. This is the placket extension on one side and this is the placket extension on the other side. The center lines coincide and they form the buttoning line. The extension of one plus the extension of the other amounts to the total that was the fold of the placket. So if this is 1.5, this is 1.5, then the placket fold we have already planned as 3 centimeters. The stitching of this is going to be with a hemming stitch. We will do the hemming stitch from one side to the other, trying to take minimum amount, just 1 or 2 yarns on the lower side, so that on the right side the seam or the hem is not visible too much. The thread must match and it should be fine and even stitching all along. We will place the right side over the left side and complete our sample. In the file, this requires to be fixed in this manner. You can fix it from the top, you can fix it in the file from the top and leave the lower portion hanging so that the underside workmanship is also visible. I hope you liked the video and I hope it's been able to teach you what you needed to learn.